Hello, friends. If your Social Security benefits are deposited into Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, or almost any other major bank, today's information is something you need to hear. In this video, I'm going to cover several important issues that could affect your money and your financial security. We'll talk about new scam text messages that are being designed to look exactly like messages from your bank, along with a simple verification method that takes only a few seconds. We'll also discuss a change involving Social Security identity verification that can affect whether your payments arrive without delays. On top of that, I'll show you a banking feature that some institutions already offer for free that can make your Social Security money available earlier than the official payment date. Yet many account holders don't even realize it exists. Finally, I'll cover a few practical banking tips that can make managing your account much easier once you know where to look. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to the Frank American and turn on notifications. Banking policies, fraud tactics, and account features change constantly, and your bank is not going to call you and explain every update. The people who stay informed are usually the people who avoid costly mistakes. Subscribe now, and let's get into it. Let's begin with text message scams because this is one of the fastest ways people lose money, and the scams have become far more convincing in 2026 than they were just a few years ago. Cybersecurity experts have reported a major increase in fraud attempts targeting customers of large banks. Reports show that banking-related fraud attempts have climbed dramatically over the past year and a half, with text message scams growing even faster than email scams. The reason is simple. Text messages feel urgent, personal, and trustworthy. These scam messages are carefully designed to look like legitimate alerts from institutions such as Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo. The messages often claim that a suspicious charge was declined and ask you to call a number immediately. Others warn about unusual login activity from another location and urge you to click a link to secure your account. Some claim that your debit card has been locked and instruct you to reply with a keyword to restore access. Fortunately, there is a simple test that can often tell you within seconds whether a message is legitimate. Authentic bank fraud alerts are usually sent from what is known as a short code, which is a 5- or 6-digit number used by large organizations for automated communications. They generally do not come from a standard 10-digit phone number. Banks use the same approved short codes repeatedly for account alerts and security messages. For example, Chase commonly sends account and fraud alerts from specific short codes. If a message claiming to be from Chase arrives from what appears to be an ordinary 10-digit telephone number, that should immediately raise suspicion. Other major banks use similar systems with their own designated short codes. The important point is that you do not need to click a link, return a call, or provide any information in order to perform this first check. Simply look at the source of the message. There is another scam that has cost some victims tens of thousands of dollars because it sounds exactly like something a legitimate bank employee would say. One victim received a text message asking whether she had attempted a large wire transfer from her account. Concerned about possible fraud, she replied that she had not authorized the transaction. Shortly afterward, she received a phone call from someone claiming to work in the bank's fraud department. The caller sounded professional and convincing. He explained that her account might be compromised and advised her to move her money into a supposedly secure account while the investigation took place. Wanting to protect her savings, she followed the instructions and transferred more than $15,000. The problem was that the entire situation was fraudulent. The original text message was fake. The phone call was fake. The fraud investigator was fake. The so-called secure account belonged to criminals. One rule would have prevented the entire loss. No legitimate bank will ever tell you to move your money into a special safe account to protect it from fraud. Real banks do not operate that way. If anyone claiming to represent your bank asks you to transfer money for security reasons, end the call immediately. Then contact your bank directly using the phone number printed on the back of your debit card and ask whether there is actually a problem with your account.